Hello, welcome back, my beautiful star seeds, earth seeds, spiritual and secular folk alike, to another military reading. I hope these messages find you well, help you along your day, and praise you along your way. Yeah, let's get into it. Leos, happy birthday, Leos. Happy Leo season. I hope you're having a wonderful birthday season. Oh, this keeps like falling down off the wall. um, yeah, happy birthday, Leos. And this message may resonate for you if you are a Leo sun, moon, rising, Venus, North Node, Mercury. Did I say Venus? Yeah, Venus, Jupiter, Mars. Yeah, this is gonna keep falling off the wall. I'm just gonna take it off because it's gonna keep bothering me. Put it over here. But yeah, so it doesn't have to resonate if you don't have Leo in your chart. Maybe you have strong fifth house placements, or this is just a general message for you. Sorry about that, I got distracted. All right, let's clear the energy for Leo. Yeah, so take the messages as they resonate. We're going to be using the books. We're going to be reading from my spread and using that spread. So I'm going to be pulling 8 cards from the Moon Oracle deck, and we'll get into it. We'll see what the messages are. Hopefully they praise you along your way, help you along your day, and give you some insight onto what you already know to be true, and just some clarification, validation, and advice, okay, to help you move forward along your journey. Ooh, excuse me. All right, let's see. All right, Leo is the season between July 23rd to August 23rd, and Leo is about fame, fortune, leadership, power, fathering, sensual pleasure, the arts, and love affairs. Okay, so if you don't have Leo in your chart, these situations could be resonating for you or give you some insight upon those situations. Okay, especially having to do with your fame, your fortune, your arts, craft, possibly a father energy, a father wound, a father figure, okay, or fatherly energy. And sensual pleasures, okay, and where we gain and use our power. All right, let's see. Leo, clear messages. I just saw 222 on the timer. Let's get into it for Leos. Wow. And what do we have at the bottom of the deck? The specter, or the scepter, sorry. This has to do with recognition, okay, wanting to be recognized for your talent, skills, and abilities, and yeah, basically wanting that recognition. I feel like you are very out of the box, or something here that you're doing is really out of the box to a lot of different people, but a lot of different people also want to give you money. Okay, Saturn, or no, excuse me, yeah, Saturn in Virgo or Libra, and Venus in Libra or Virgo could be significant. Okay, yeah, some of you could be musicians, okay, or there's just something here about your art that you are being recognized for, and somebody here possibly, or you're negotiating a contract here that could be yeah, something about your reputation though. Okay, I feel like you're gaining solutions here on why you've had to do something so different, okay, and you're negotiating something here. Okay, oh, this definitely could be a contract with Libra there. Let's see, for Leo, Venus is coming through, Taurus energy, Venus. Oops, let's put it there. We always have like the light shining on it, so from the sun. Ooh, yeah, this is like one of my favorite cards in this deck, the Rebel. It's one of my favorite cards. Okay, Aquarius energy again with your idea. You've been really pushing for this idea in a very bold, loving way, okay? It's like you might not have too much support, okay? Or it's just something here that you're doing very differently, okay? But it gives you power. What else? Oops, what is that? Ambition, yeah. This is something that you're very ambitious about. Let's see, number 3 is coming through. Ooh, bouquet, Libra energy. Okay, 15. Libra Venus or Uranus, Neptune in Aquarius, Mercury in Aquarius. Recognition. So this is something here that you're getting recognition for. Okay, possibly by somebody here who wants to be in a relationship with you. Okay, with the bouquet there. or this is just you gaining a lot of suitors, okay, because of something here that you've been doing and plugging away at for yourself, for your own self pleasure as well. And it's giving you power. It's giving you a certain clout, okay, or you're just really driven in a certain direction, which is making whether business partners or lovers interested in you, okay? They're recognizing you. Or let's see, what else? For Leo, clarify Leo. For Leo, please, for the collective. What do they need to know, see, or hear? We have recognition. It came right out. I'm telling you. Adaptability. Okay, yeah, you're being adaptable to whatever this people might be thinking that you do something here just for clout, just for the attention. Okay, that could be a lot of the Leo energy. A lot of people think Leos do things just to get the attention. Okay, but really, what I'm getting is the recognition is coming from something here that you've possibly, really put a lot of your time, attention, energy, and passion and love into. Okay, you've nurtured, like it's your child. What else? A lot of green coming through. Okay. Kali, wow. Yeah, you've changed something up. This coming out under the rebel is like you've really changed a lot up. Ooh, and a lot is about to change economically for you. With the economy, fulfillment, prisoner, you could have really felt prisoner to a certain way of getting fulfillment, but I feel like that's breaking free. Yeah, you're finding a solution. I just cut it on solution. You're finding a solution to that. Okay, so the eighth house could be significant. Scorpio placements. Yeah, revision. A revision around your ambition. Okay, you're on the precipice of something. Okay, let's get one more for Leo, please. Then we'll get into it. Thank you. Yeah, there it is. The very first card that we were talking about. The scepter. That is the actual outcome, which is beautiful. I love that. Promotion at the bottom of the deck. Beautiful energy. Leo. Promotion. Okay. This is really, really nice. Really good energy. Okay. I love these star sign readings check-ins that I've been doing recently. Okay. So let's go through the cards. What do you want or need to take the lead or achieve an ambition in your life? Venus energy is coming through. What do you need to achieve this ambition in your life? Is this love? And I feel like that is a key that you've found, and you started to unlock, or you looked at it and you started to really analyze it, and then you started to unlock the door, and now you're kind of right in that precipice, right? As we saw the precipice card, you're right at the precipice of allowing this like love, especially when I'm seeing the green as well. A lot of this isn't coming from talking about it. It's coming from doing it, and doing it from your heart space, okay? Let's see. Let's clarify. Let's read. Ooh. Hold on, guys. Where'd it go? Here it is. My gem, my little stone fell onto the ground. So, let's see. Venus. A little of what you fancy does you good. As a white goddess, Venus as a white goddess, she brings a strong, youthful, and creative approach to the situation. The nature of Earth and Taurus is above all sensual and comforting, comfort-loving, with a tendency to act slowly and surely in familiar ways. So something about May could be significant having to do with this. I feel like you really started to kick something off in May, okay? Taurus season. You could have, maybe you're working with a Taurus, maybe you have Taurus strongly in your chart, okay, with Leo. Yeah. I feel like you wanted to make sure that your recognition came from something here that just always makes you happy. Always just feels good to do, be around, think about, talk about, all these type of things where you don't have to force it. It's naturally something that maybe is on your mind all the time, right? This could be something here that you're getting recognition for. This is also you taking the lead. I'm getting with your self-care, but it's more about creating a space around you, or being able to even finally create a space around you where you feel comfortable enough to start leading with your heart in these new ways. I feel like that's honestly not even Leo energy. I feel like Leo energy can lead with their heart regardless of where they are or like how quote unquote stable they are. But this could be just an energy that you are embodying, Leo, is that you are very comfortable, very motherly energy, and you're being recognized finally for that, okay? The next card is how can you best reveal your talents to attain your ambition? Wow. So the best way to reveal your talents is to be rebellious. I feel like this is again a natural energy for you, Aquarius. Aquarius, Leo could be significant, north or south node. Yeah, this is the best way to be this rebel, to continue to do and be who you are. Okay, that is the best way, and I feel like you've unlocked this. Okay, whoever I'm speaking to, whoever this message is resonating for, I feel like you've already unlocked this like first row, and you're just now revising certain things and moving through the changes. I feel like there was another sign that had a very similar energy to this. I'm thinking it was Taurus, honestly. So it could have been Taurus. Maybe Taurus was reading is significant. Um, who else could it have been? Aries, maybe, or Capricorn, something like that. Okay, but I definitely recommend you listen to all of my readings. So, all right, what advantages, opportunities will make this possible? Your ambition. What advantages or opportunities will make this possible? Your ambition is going to make this possible. Number three could be significant. March 25th. Okay. How can you avoid overcome the doubts that make you hold back? Influenced by Aquarius. Yeah. So overcoming the doubts that hold you back, we have the bouquet coming out, which is really interesting because that's about love affairs. So there's something about love affairs, um, lovers, relationships. Okay. So how can you avoid or overcome the doubts? This is having to do with connections that are around you, people and places that you're in connection with, possibly romantically, especially. Okay. Um, yeah, because especially with Leos, people can see how loving and giving you are, just naturally, just like a child's trust. You know, you just naturally give love, um, and people could use this to their advantage sometimes, against you. Okay, when you just think we're in love, you know, I can trust this person, something of that sort. They want what's best for me, right? So the number 15 talks about an illicit love affair or relationship. You or someone else of relevance to the matter in question is experiencing a sudden, overwhelming feeling of love. This card can express itself as a surprising but ultimately long lasting relationship, or a brief liaison, or a regretted love affair. It denotes a situation in which you are shaken out of an emotional groove, as unexpected excitement and even passion is arousing by meeting someone new. Yes. So this could be how people feel towards you, Leo, or just like somebody specifically, okay, is feeling this way towards you. Maybe you're feeling this way towards somebody, okay, who is possibly in the public eye with the number 14 here. We have 15 and 14. Wow, I just noticed that. Desire for position of prominence. Wow, so somebody could also be saying that somebody who's in a position of prominence here wants to be with you, okay? Somebody could say that you know, sleep your way to the top or whatever. Um, People could also be gossiping about like why are you always in relationships with people who are um possibly of high ranking or high status in some kind of way. Um People are wondering why people who are high rank or high status are interested in you, attracted to you. It's because of your ambition, okay, and how you like rebelliously go after what you want, okay, and you also but you come from a comforting, loving, nurturing heart space, okay. So it's not like crabs in a barrel, you know, let me step on you and pummel you down. It's like you just naturally are are doing something here that feels good for you. And people love that. Okay? People love when you do things that feel good, okay? Because it makes them feel good. Yeah, you also have this beautiful desire to rise above wherever you came from in life, okay, as well. People in your from your past can also see you as very rebellious, especially if you didn't come from a nurturing environment. People are like, wow, look at Leo, like why are they so nurturing, like what made them. I just saw 15, 14. Okay, which we have out here. Okay, that could also be 3, 14. So military time. All right, so let's see. Recognition. The unexpected factor is recognition, and I feel like, yeah, um that's another thing. You weren't expecting to, when you started to go on this journey of opening your heart and being loving and carefree with your energy and nurturing certain things, especially nurturing something here that felt really rebellious against wherever you were at, okay? Or whether it's physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, wherever you were at, you rebelled against that and started to really nurture something either within inside yourself or outside of yourself to heal. And the unexpected factor is you're getting recognition for that, okay? Full moon, fire moon, number 4. The key to launching or developing your gift in a major way is Kali, Sagittarius energy. There's something here very expansive about you being rebellious, okay, and that taking something even further. Okay, so continue to rebel. Basically, is what I'm getting from this message, is that you arguing for a cause or doing something here in an eccentric way, or continuing with your eccentric ability or behavior or style or perspective, whatever it is, that is what is going to push something completely like to where it needs to be. Okay. I feel like you also paid the price for to be able to do this. Okay, that could be something here that other people don't like necessarily understand. Okay, or you could have felt ostracized or othered for a long time because of that, because other people were not willing to make the changes and expand the way you have. And because Jupiter is very big, it's a very large planet, and its gravitational pull is like also very dense. Um, and people like maybe were also saying like, oh, you take up too much space, right, or you're too rebellious, you're too eccentric, right, but that was actually something that was pushing you. It was actually pushing you further. Okay, it's like you can't ignore Jupiter, right? It's just huge. Okay, so that was the key to launching your gift in a major way, was to embrace how big your energy is, how rebellious your energy, how eccentric something here that you're doing is, and to continue to fight and push that. Okay, and then we have revision here, which is the ideal outcome, which is really interesting. Revision is the ideal outcome. I feel like you could be just like slightly a little too hard on yourself. Um, you could always feel like something here needs to be revised. Okay, this is air energy, black moon, air dormant energy. Okay, yeah, ambition. It's under ambition as well, and so this is something here that you this is just an idea. Like, I feel like an idea of yourself, or an idea that you've had, that you've always felt like you needed to revise and revise and revise, right? Because you were trying to contain this Jupiter energy, and Jupiter's huge. It's like, what is going to contain Jupiter, right? Except Saturn, right? So there could have been other financial things or health things, is what I'm hearing, that could have felt like they were hindering you from being this big, vibrant, eccentric part of yourself. Okay, so yeah, we have revision that's coming through. It says moon in Gemini. Even the most active and amble mind must take time to rest, replenish, and recoup from the challenges ahead. Pause a while. Above all energies in above all, engage in no rash action during this time. Moon in Libra. This is often the most difficult time to make decisions. Rather than attempting to do so, it is better to wait as long as it takes for divine inspiration to take the moment or the matter out of your hands. Moon in Aquarius. The desire to do something different, wild, or even outrageous is strong. Resist this impulse, and for a while stick to the rules and relax. So, yeah. I feel like, yeah, with that being the ideal outcome, I feel like you have tried to quash this part of yourself and revise this part of yourself, and this ambitious part of yourself, and this driven part of yourself, this eccentric, rebellious, motherly, loving, childlike energy, and it's just a no, basically. And I feel like you're getting to that point of like also finding other people who are loving this about you, but where something here doesn't need to be contained, okay? regardless of if you're a Libra, okay, regardless of if you're a Leo or not, okay. And then obviously we have the actual outcome. Scepter. Desire for prominence, a position of prominence. So whatever you desire about this position of prominence or people here respecting you, that is the actual outcome here within the reading, okay? And then at the bottom of the deck we have promotion, okay? You could have felt like there were people here who were trying to take a certain promotion or job title or something here away from you, okay? But it has nothing to do, it has nothing against who you are, basically, okay? Or what is meant for you is never going to pass you up. So even if they did take a promotion away from you, it's because there's something better, okay? You're actually meant to be in this position of prominence, all right? So you have a desire to rise above your station in life. You crave recognition and respect in a traditional sense and wish to be viewed as a pillar of society. This card reminds you to achieve such a position, you genuinely have to employ a significant amount of good planning and forethought. So there is a lot of revision here that needs to be done. Oop, there goes again. There could be a lot of people who want to like revise your whole planet. Oh my god. So somebody's studying their birth chart, okay? Maybe they need to do that more in depth, okay? Maybe you know your Western astrology, but you need to go into your sidereal. Maybe you know your sidereal and your Western, and you need to go into the houses and the aspects, or maybe you know all that and you need to go into cartology or something, you know what I mean? It's something here about studying your planets, okay? But also somebody here wants to revise a whole forethought plan of yours. They want to revise the whole thing, okay? Because they feel as though if they take what you did and revise it, then they'll get that position of prominence, okay? There's something about that, all right? Let's clarify. Let's get into it. We have promotion at the bottom of the deck. Ooh. I just like had a brain freeze. I was like, what deck do I want to use? Sorry, y'all. It's my arm. All right, for Leo. I thought there would be so many more people here in for Leo. Especially since, you know, the birthday season is coming to a wrap. All right, let's see. Clear messages for Leo, please. Oh, there's so many cards. Okay. Let's clarify. Clarify Venus for Leo. The Hermit. Wow. A lot of Earth sign energy. Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So we have Venus being clarified by the Hermit. I love how they're like kind of both looking at the same way, and they both have like the same arm stretched out. Venus, the Hermit, Virgo, Taurus energy, pretty strong here. So this is talking about where do you need to take the lead to achieve your ambition. So I feel like you've done a lot of inner work, sought a lot of inner guidance, spiritually, you know. Also just therapy wise, I feel like you've gotten to a deep understanding of where your motivations, your drive comes from, how to maintain that and harness that is what I'm getting. Sorry, I need to put some. Yeah, there's a lot that you went in to do, okay, and heal and come to a recognition about. about your rebellious, eccentric self. Okay. This could have taken a long time. You could have felt like maybe it took you 9 years, 5 to 9 years to get to this point. Let's see. Oh, what am I looking for? I like forgot for a second. I was looking for 9. Interesting. So something about 9 could be significant. Okay. Yeah. This is something that you've been recuperating, or you could already be doing this. I mean, currently, presently, recuperating this. This could be you healing a certain masculine aspect within yourself as well. Ooh, yeah, you're mothering a masculine aspect within yourself. Okay, you could be currently doing this. You could have already done this. Past, present, future. Take it as it resonates. But you could have always been seen as overly rebellious, okay? And this was a masculine aspect of yourself here that wanted to be seen, okay? And so you had to do inner parenting work to nurture this masculine aspect of yourself, okay? Whether you are currently doing it, just starting, or you're coming to the tail end of this and being able to truly get the position of prominence that you desire, okay? Especially in possibly a loved one's life. It could be a parent, it could be a romantic partner, or it could just be your community. Wow. And as I look down, the Two of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, let's clarify Rebel for Leo. The Four of Wands. Yeah, you want to be celebrated for this. We have the Four of Wands and then the Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck, which is really interesting. But yeah, we have the Four of Wands. That's talking about celebration. I feel like you could have been... I feel like for some time you could have, or early on, or maybe this is something that you're doing now, or realizing that maybe you have to do now. I just saw 27/7, so July 27th. Yeah, I'm like, hello, okay, but yeah, July 27th. But which isn't that Leo season? Yeah, July 27th. So somebody's birthday could be July 27th. But anyway, yeah, you could have celebrated your birthday. You could be 27. Okay, but 25. All right. Maybe you didn't want to celebrate your birthday this year, okay? You were rebelling against something here that you've done time and time again, year after year. Because you were realizing that you were missing something. Okay, this could have shocked a lot of people around you as well. If you changed up your birthday plans, or you didn't invite certain people or do certain things, right, that people maybe were used to. Maybe you didn't celebrate with your family or something like that, right? I don't know why that came through, but yeah. How can you best reveal your talents to attain your ambition? And I feel like the way to do that is not needing the past version of yourself to be celebrated anymore. Like it's like you're rebelling against a past version of yourself. So it's like, now celebrate the new version of Leo, right? Something like that. Okay, what is ambition? Clarify ambition for Leo. Okay, Five of Wands wants to come through. Ambition, yeah. This is about you being bold, courageous. Yeah, there's something here about you picking a new part of yourself. Okay, there's a new, right, with a year going by, right, your birthday, something like that. Gemini energy could be significant, or fixed energy, Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus. I feel like you fought with your ambitious side for a long time, right? Because you want it to come from your heart space, or vice versa, right? You fought coming from your heart space because you thought maybe ambition was the way to get to where or who you wanted. Okay, whatever. So something's flipping with that, okay? And you're being more bold and courageous in how to um, stand up for what you believe in, and not worry who's celebrating it, whether it's the people who you've known forever or new people. But just standing in that, just fully standing in that, the discomfort, the joy, the rage, all of it. Alchemizing it, loving it, nourishing it, and letting it push and drive you forward continuously. Very interesting how that's coming through. What advantages or opportunities will make this possible? The Five of Wands is like fighting against, also getting your head in the game is what I'm hearing. Getting your head in the game. Isn't that a song or something? Get your head in the game. So yeah, this could have been something that you fought as well. You were very rebellious against joining in certain things. You held certain ideals, morals, principles, and I feel like you can still hold true to them. There's something about you still holding true to them. What advantages or opportunities will make this possible is you holding on to these principles, these ambitions, these drives, and standing up for it. But I feel like it's also you standing up for it in a rebellious or new or different way than other people have, okay? Because something about being in a crowd, you're gonna have to scream louder to be heard, and I feel like you realize that. And there's nothing wrong with like friendly competition or having people by your side here to advocate for something, but it's like you might notice that the less people are around you advocating for the same thing or yelling, you know what I mean, the more clear the message will be. Okay, there's something about that. I think that was coming through in Virgo's reading, Taurus's reading. No, Aries. It was Aries. Clarified bouquet for Leo. Clarified bouquet for Leo. That came out interesting. What is that? The Ten of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. And the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. Wow. The Ten of Pentacles, clarifying the bouquet. This is a sudden love affair with somebody. But this position is really interesting because it says, how can you overcome the doubts that make you hold back, influenced by Aquarius? So Aquarius is about being eccentric, but it also is about associations, institutions, things that are hidden, okay, in like large scale events, okay? So somebody wants to help you. I don't know. I'm getting like, I don't know. This energy keeps purveying like throughout. I just saw 3232 in the collective of this like rich person or energy or organization or something like that wanting to come in and kind of support you, help you overcome something here that you've been really like drudging along with, okay? It could just be your soul family. This could just be you finally seeing I don't know, finally seeing the value in something, but I'm getting it's like contractual, okay? With the Libra energy, you could have felt like, oh, this is just too good to be true, or I'm dreaming, or it's just I'll just keep dreaming until like one day something like that happens. And I feel like as soon as you possibly take yourself away from this group, this loud group of people who maybe or you thought were saying all the same messages, but it kind of got muddled, right? It's something, yeah, that was coming out in Aries, just reading about the two pathways straddling two lanes, right? And it's like once you just like pick one lane and keep going that one lane, the vision gets like so much clearer, and you start to like see some things speed up really quickly. And I feel like that's when like this bouquet, Ten of Pentacles energy comes in, okay? Whether it's an institution, a partner, a business partner, something like that, a contract, a deal, something like that, okay? So yeah, because the unexpected factor is recognition. The unexpected factor is that the choices that led you to this point are leading to recognition, or the choices that you made to lead you to this point are resulting in recognition. I don't know what I said. Yeah, the unexpected factor. Clarify recognition for Leo. The Queen of Wands and the Two of Cups. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this could be something from a distance, or this is just something here that once you decided, you fully gained the information about yourself within yourself to make these decisions to move forward. To make these plans, you could have moved out or moved away from something, or just really closed out a cycle here in your life. Especially around your birthday, you were like, yeah, this is my new year. Okay, that's what I was telling people as well as we were going into August with the Lionsgate portal. It was like, this is a new year, okay? So yeah, anyway, you're getting the unexpected factor is somebody's very attracted to you. Somebody wants to be in partnership with you, okay? They want to recognize, or they do recognize you, okay? And they want to be in this partnership with you. They see you as very bold, confident, intelligent, creative. You've done work on yourself, okay, to understand these different versions of yourself, but also when to put in certain energy. And this could be a friendship, I don't know, a partnership, something like that. But that's the unexpected factor. Okay, the Two of Cups. Let's get one more on the Two of Cups. I just saw the Sun. The Queen of Cups. Yeah. Cancer energy, very strong. Oof, yeah. You're very independent. You're very ready. You're just ready to always jump into something. Okay, I don't know. But you're very psychic, intuitive, and patient at the same time. It's not like when you jump into something, it's like rush, rush, rush. It's like, okay, let's do it. Like, all right, how's everybody feeling? Like, I don't know. Okay. All right, let's see. Kali. The key to launching or developing your gift is in a major way is to be ready to fight. Okay. I feel like people like don't they underestimate that, okay? Especially with the Queen of Wands coming out and then the Queen of Cups coming out and like above it or like after it, but it's like overshadowing it. I feel like people see you in this childlike energy, right? Leo, and they don't realize the drive or like the that you've mastered this like more masculine or yang energy within you. Or this Kali energy, you know what I mean? Like there is a very rebellious spirit about you, an eccentric way about you that people are talking about, okay? Ace of Swords, yeah. And upset about, wow. Ace of Swords, Three of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles with the world. So you've changed out of cycle, okay? People are not expecting you to get to them emotionally. They underestimate that part of you. So now they're recognizing this deeper masculine energy within you. But this key of yourself you could have locked away for a long time. Okay, it could have been there under the surface, you know what I mean? But it wasn't right out there like this more nurturing side of you has been. And now that it's like you have more control over it, this is how you're going to um, launch something out there. Okay. Hold on. Let me clarify Kali. Clarify Kali for Leo. Wow, the Page of Swords. Somebody is like looking at this. What is going on? Yeah, the Kali energy is really interesting. Ace of Swords. Basically everything that I said is true, okay? Is what I'm getting from that Ace of Swords coming through. Okay, there's a lot of energies that are coming towards you. I feel like you've been waiting for this. And yeah, you already know the key to getting what you want in this major way, launching whatever this is. There could be some kind of celebration. You might not even really be expecting that as well. This could also come out of nowhere. You could be getting offer invitation or something like that, right? Because the FedEx be coming up and down the street like very quickly the last 2 days. What is revision? Clarify revision for Leo. Okay. Two of Wands. So yeah, this is also about planning. The Two of Wands is about planning. With the Wands energy really strong here. You've been waiting for something, but you've been also very diligent about planning and like taking the action, okay? And now I feel like you've gotten to the point where you're like, I'm ready to leave this city, this town, this land and go further. Take it beyond, okay? Where my emotions are where maybe emotionally I felt like for a long time I wasn't ready. And now emotionally you're ready, okay? And physically you're ready. Spiritually you're ready, right? It's like you've gone through the revision or you're still at the revision point of like, ooh, am I ready? Am I ready to take this emotional leap? Okay, because we have like the we have like the water out here and then there's mountains up here. I don't know if you can see that, but you've already traversed back here in the city. You gained those connections, you gained those experiences. But there's also something about emotions washing over that situation, kind of like taking a portion of it with you and then leaving a portion of it. I don't know, because part of the city also is like covered in the blue, which is also the water, right? So um it's like you're ready. I don't know, you're ready for these new peaks, these new valleys, and these new emotional waves to come through. Okay, you're ready for your voice to be seen and heard beyond the bubble that it was in. Okay, you've made those connections, and yeah, you're ready for more. Let's see. Okay, and that is, I feel like for a long time, maybe you've been here, you've been in this revised plan, Two of Wands energy, where it's like maybe this is the ideal, maybe this is all, but I feel like you also knew that there was still more. And maybe you connected with these people online or at a long distance, and you're like, yeah, I know that, there's more. I can go there, I can do this, or whatever. And you've been revising, planning, um, figuring out how to do that. Okay, let's see. What is the scepter? Because this is the actual. Excuse me. This is the actual outcome. Bro, that's the devil. Yeah. Woof. I don't know. Somebody could have also been obsessed. I don't know. Somebody's obsessed with you, but also, what is that? I don't know. Somebody's obsessed with coming towards you. Could be a Capricorn, a Virgo, or a Libra, Taurus. Okay. The actual outcome. Clarify the scepter for Leo, please. Clear messages. The Three of Wands. So, Three of Wands. What is that? Leo? Yeah, it's Leo, Aries. Okay. Yeah, the Three of Wands is the upgrade. It's the next step after the Two of Wands, and finally you're like down at the dock. You're ready. You know what I mean. You've stepped off your balcony. You've stepped off from where it felt comfortable, and now with the Three of Wands, you're waiting for your ships to sell in. You're waiting for this accolade to. It's like you're ready. Okay, you're ready to be on the boat. You're ready to go to the next challenge. Okay, that's all I can like really put it in as many words for. Okay, because there's this promotion that's coming through, but I'm also getting that there's somebody here waiting. I don't know, waiting for you. It could be another fire sign, it could be an earth sign. I don't know why I said earth sign, but it could be a fire sign or a water sign. Okay, we have the King and Queen of Cups and Wands out here, so we have a match. Okay, the King and Queen of Wands and the King and Queen of Cups are both out here. So this could be somebody here at a long distance, Leo. They really want to talk to you. They really want to give you your flowers. Ooh, the heck? Let's go back into this. Three of Wands. Let's have the Three of Wands here. Justice. The Ace of Pentacles. And it's coming out on the under the bouquet in the Ten of Pentacles, which was talking about a love affair, a new friendship, a new partnership, somebody new, somebody who makes you excited and you make them excited. They're seeing you in this position of prominence. They're about to put you in a position of prominence, okay? Maybe they are in a position of prominence. Okay, with the Ten of Pentacles, that's like longevity, wealth, business. Ace of Pentacles is a new opportunity, a promotion, a scholarship. Let's see. And we have promotion at the bottom of the deck over here as well. So somebody wants to be of service to you. Somebody wants to ask you, how can I be of service to you? What do you need? Three of Wands in the position advises you to act quickly and powerfully on an idea or desire you have been feeling. This card suggests exquisite timing, staying in the moment, and responding to your instincts or intuition. Every fiber of your being may be saying, this is a great opportunity, even if those around you aren't as convinced. There's nothing to lose from taking a risk. This is a great moment in your entrepreneurial growth. Make your move and sort out the details later. Yes. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, it's going to put you in this position of prominence. And I feel like you're not necessarily even concerned about that in a sense. Like, it's interesting. Like, somebody can see your priorities or something like that, or your good nature, your heart in a situation. I feel like you're just following where you're being led. Okay, we have the Ace of Pentacles out here next, which is beautiful. And this position advises that you apply nature's lessons of compound interest and develop your project gradually. A slow and steady buildup, visible or invisible, makes change and growth inevitable. Akin to the change of the season, you do not notice this trend from day to day. As the year comes full circle, however, you cannot miss the changes. This card advises that if you work a little bit every day towards your long term goal, at some time in the future, you will discover that you have accumulated magnificent results. The secret of achieving success does not lie in inflating your dreams or grandiose levels. Instead, it comes about by choosing your direction wisely, while humbly and faithfully taking one step at a time. Ooh, beautiful. Yes. Yes. And you're being promoted for that. And you're still looking, you're still planning, you're still revising, right? Revising, Two of Wands. You're still revising, you're still planning, you're still staying truthful to that vision, okay? And I feel like the vision was to revise who and what you were around, how many voices you had, how many cooks you had in the kitchen, whatever it was. And you did that. And you did that with your powerful masculine energy, and you had to heal that, okay? I'm seeing that you had to go through a season of healing that as well. All right, let's get a closing message. Let's get our closing messages. Do I have a Discord server? I don't have a Discord server, gentle monster. Thank you for the follow, Z1540. Hi, Lizzie. Welcome in. I hope you are enjoying the messages. I'm gonna do Sagittarius next. Okay, so definitely look out for that. I have not been on Discord in a very long time. I used to be very heavily on Discord, in a lot of different communities, but not so much these days. Not so much. It's been years, honestly, that I've been on Discord actively. So no Discord. Let's see. Clear messages for Leo. But I did have a beautiful supportive community on Discord at one point, when I first started on Twitch, 5 years ago. So I'm very grateful for them for, supporting me when I was just new little baby over here, okay? Power, courage, strength, oak tree. Yeah, and you've blossomed into this beautiful oak tree, right, Leo? Okay, yeah, you have wisdom and harmony and purification. You've purified. You have these new ideas, and you're very open-minded towards. There's somebody here who's very open-minded towards it. Okay, because they feel, and they see your power and courage. Okay, you've also banished negative energy, and you're protected. Okay, let's see. Let's get one more. Oh, it's too many. One more for Leo, please. Okay. Patience, reassessment, cup of tea. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have hedge, potential boundaries, indecision. All right, let's see. The oak tree is number 83. Oops. Wait, what? Girl, boy, hello? Okay. The oak tree. Is there something you've been avoiding because of fear of confrontation? The mighty oak begins as a tiny acorn. It is reassuring to know that something so immense and strong started out as something that you can hold between two fingers. Not only does it remind us that small things can yield huge results, it also reminds us that growing takes time. Rapid growth uses energy to reach a goal quickly. Slow growth uses energy to ensure stable, strong development. The oak tree card urges you to be brave and to stand tall. I love that. Let's see, a cup of tea. Guys. How come I can't find it? Oh, 65. Guys, guys, I got a gift yesterday in the mail. It was so sweet and just like serendipitous how it happened. It made me really happy. So, are you are there lessons you can learn from a difficult situation that you haven't considered yet? Reminder or remember, a watched pot never boils. Let it do its work in its own time and trust in your process. Use the time to reflect on the situation and how you feel about it and reassess your perspective. The cup of tea card reminds you that perhaps all is not as it seems. Interesting. Then we have the hang one and the world with the Nine of Pentacles. Wow. As I look at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So, your quiet strength says a lot. Okay. But there's something here that needs to grow, ruminate for a little bit more time. Okay. And I feel like you've been patient. You've been patient. You've been patient. And with the Three of Wands over here and the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is your acorn, right? It's your acorn. And the Ten of Pentacles is the oak tree. Oof. All right. Let's see. Let's get one final message here from the Celtic Healing Oracle for Leo. I'm going to come back today and do Sagittarius as well. Wisdom of the Heart of the deck. There goes Louis, the dingo. Green man. Renewal. Every time he hears a little bang, you know. We're doing a lot of moving around and work here, so let's see. Closing message for... Hold on. I'm so sorry. 1 second. Okay, we do have solicitor, but it'll be fine. They'll get over it. Oh, dude. Oops. All right. One clear message for Leo. All right. All right, let's see. Messing up all the cards. All right, one clear message. Wow, Wisdom of the Heart. That was the one that was literally at the bottom of the deck. 53. I'm pretty sure this came out. Who did this come out for? Literally, whatever sign I did last night or something. Aries? Did it come out for Aries? Let's get another one for Leo. Oops. What is that? Chaos. Okay. Oh, there's too many. Let's get one. One message. Okay. So yeah, you might need to listen to the Aries reading. Then we have Renewal, Green Man, 37 at the bottom, and then Le 60, Warrior, the shiny one. Okay, and then Healing with the Nymphs. Okay, number 37. Excuse me. All right, I'm gonna read Green Man here with 41. For you, Leo, you are attracting youthful, zestful energy into your life. In the manner of the greening of spring, easy progress is ahead of you. Use the Green Man's youthful energy to initiate or accomplish what is immediately at hand. You have the energy you need. Your actions and ideas are likely to feel innocent and spontaneous. However, success is limited by natural circumstances beyond your control. Through appearing in many guises through the centuries, the Green Man is always younger and less experienced than the Mother Goddess, the sovereign Mother Earth. While this youthful innocence can accomplish many ends, you will need greater strength, confidence, and maturity to fully accomplish important goals. However, by accepting the limit of the current situation, you will find personal satisfaction and success. Just take care to not overextend your energy, nor brashly push ahead. Yeah, so there's something about the Wisdom of the Heart. Again, you were healing a masculine energy within you, okay, and you've transformed this with the snake energy. Oof. Or somebody wants to help you transform that, okay, and alchemize that energy. But you're in this renewal energy. Okay, there's a lot of renewal that's happening around you, and that you're bringing into your life by being in that energy. So, but I feel like the thing is that people underestimate you because you are able to bring this renewal energy into life. That you don't know how to sustain it or ground it. Okay, so that could have been something that you worked on yourself for a long time, but you're ready to now take it to the next level, basically. So that's what I got for you, Leo. I hope these messages helped you well. Take care, everybody. Peace.